Welcome to Life and Stories Network.
It is about life and stories.
Yes, sir. And I will be your host tonight. My name is Muruti.
And my name is Mulota John Pela, better known as JP.
My name is Kay. How are you guys?
We are blessed. We are blessed, guys. Today we have our lovely visitor today. He goes by the name Itu. Sir, can you at least greet the viewers at home?
Okay, hello. I want to greet everyone in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ, and I want to say thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, no, you are welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, we are blessed today.
Yes, I'm with my colleagues. MJP is at the back. Miss K is at the back. Guys, how are you?
Super.
I'm good. I'm pretty good. It's a beautiful day. So we're good.
You're good.
Yes.
So tell me, MJ, what's your mind?
I'm thinking politics. I'm thinking government of national unit.
What led you to those kind of a thing?
No, it's there because I'm in South Africa for the first time. We are experiencing that, so why not? Every time when I picture them working together in different parties, I mean, we are expecting service delivery after all. So, like you know why I'm so confident about this GNU. It's that everyone wants to make a mark. Because you know why? We need to vote for your party. You understand? So if you don't work, you go down. You go down. So everyone, you need to make sure you are up there. So that is why all these departments, everyone is taking a step. I want to change this. In Home Affairs, I want to change this. In agriculture, I want to do this. In sciences, I want to do this. In basic education, in police. So I love it. It's nice. It's nice. Okay, it's nice to be here, South African.
Yes.
I'm a proud South African.
In this era.
Okay, so how was your week, my friend?
My week was fine.
How's it?
Nothing hectic happened this week. I'm still fine.
You're still
good, yes.
No, it's lovely then, eh? We have our guests.
But what about you, Muruti? Because I want to hear.
My week was just fine. It's just that I had a lot of work, you know. Lately I've been feeling like even when I come to work, I just come just to like, you know, I'll just like come and hang around, feeling lazy, you know, like those kind of things. This like, honestly speaking, it's like it's been a hectic day. Like I need a strength. Where can I source my strength? Like, you know, those kind of a thing. Like I've been telling AK last that, you know what, I feel like coming here, I'll just hang around. Plus, also the business, the way it goes, it's very slow and all those kind of things. So I'll be just coming and I'll just push where I can push. And then from there, I'll just be hanging around, like, feeling like when would be child, then so that we can go. I think on this coming week, that's when I will have a strength to come back and say, now let me start to work because of, you know,
but Muruti,
there's a mandate,
Muruti, the business is a risk, so you've just risked your life. So you've got to be there, okay? If you are like Muruti, you know you've taken a risk of opening a business. But also because our guests must know we are breaking this ice.
We are breaking
we just want to know how was his week, you know.
My week was very productive and very hectic at the same time because I'm a busy bee. So there is nothing I can complain. I just thank God for the strength for making sure that I complete all my tasks for that week. You understand? And I want to say shout out to all the women by saying Happy Women's Day.
Big up to we've got a woman. You know, I loved something about our guest today, because we'll get to know him as we could proceed. But I loved the word productive. It's not easy for anyone's day to be productive. Some people would be living for a whole week, Monday to Sunday, no production, no efficiency. So you are saying it was productive. I love it.
It was hectic,
It was hectic, but you thank God for the grace of God, So it's nice.
So, say, can you at least introduce again? I will put it that way. Introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us more a little bit about you, and then maybe your childhood and all. Who is Tupi? Do some just give a little bit of your summary, your life, and all those kind of things. Yes.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, and I want to say out there as well to people who are watching this. This is Itumeleng to Plessis. I grew up in Bitikong, but I was not born in Bitikong. I was born in Friede. I come from Friede. Friede is I don't know if you know Madikwe.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Before Madikwe.
In the Northwest Province. Yeah.
Northwest Province here. So that's where I grew up. So, but I didn't like grow up the way I wanted, because at the age of 3 years I lost my father. You see.
Oh, so age of 3.
Yeah, and I was the last born, and at that time. So it was not good at all, like growing up without a father, growing up without even imagining the face of your father or the love of your father. And you are told that how your father died and stuff like that. So that's how I grew up. My mother went through all those things with us. Then we started living there in Bitikong. So yeah, then I started to actually, to put it in a good way, I started to grow up. Then I started to face my challenge, because to everything there is a challenge. To everything that you are doing, you must know in life that there is something that is going to test your strength, that is going to test your faith. So that's where I faced the challenges there. I used to play soccer. I used to be very fascinated about computers. That's why people call me Dr. Itu. This thing.
So they call you Dr. Itu.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah. So that's where it comes from.
Yeah, that's where it comes from, because I was able to to solve most of the technical problem when it comes to technicalities and all those things.
Where did you learn that? Did you maybe it's just natural?
Self-taught, and I really believe that God gave me wisdom for me to know how to analyze things, so that I will know where to find sources, where to find information about certain things. You understand?
Wow.
Yeah. So I grew up very passionate about learning, and then I want to say a shout out also to my mother and to my father, like the stepfather, the one. It's my father.
Yes, it's your father. Yes, he
you
came
understand?
in.
Yeah, the stepfather, even though he's late.
Also, the stepfather is late.
The stepfather is late. So that's it's
so
good.
we are moving too fast now. You've got. Two losses.
Two losses.
Your biological father is normal, and again the stepfather again is.
Stepfather,
How old were you when the stepfather passed on, or how old were you when biological father passed on, and then when the stepfather passed on?
When my biological father passed on, I was 3 years old.
Wow. Do you remember, or you have a memory of it, or you were told so by as you grew up that your father passed on when you were 3, or?
I have a memory, and I was told as well. Now, these things, as I recall, I can clearly see what was happening during that time of mourning, of grief, and all those things. So even now I'm still imagining how it goes, how did my father passed on, and I didn't get enough love, but at least from my family side, from the father's side, I got the love, because they once called me to go and attend there, to maybe do my grade 8 there, so that I can be familiar with them.
How did your father pass on?
It's a long story. According to what I heard, because my father was this kind of a person who didn't take any nonsense. Especially when it comes to the child. If maybe the child was bitten by a dog, then the father would kick the dog, and those people, they were very angry that he did that. He attacked the way he acted. Then in their, you know how people are there, how they are in their mind. They will say, I will get him, only to find out that they are going to poison him.
Okay.
They are going to poison him. Then he drank. Then
he passed on. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so sad, eh?
Yeah. So I'm a solid person. You know? Yeah, I'm a solid person because I've been through.
You have been through, eh?
I've been through. So as I grow, then I finish all my studies, and I think I have talked about my journey of becoming a child, childhood, memories. And as time goes, I finished there, go Masisi. I went back from grade. I came back after grade 8.
After grade 8, so it means grade 1 until grade 8. You did it in free aid.
Grade 1 until grade 6. Grade 1 until grade 7.
Grade 7.
I did it in Bitiko.
In Bitiko.
Yeah. So after that, I went back to free aid to do my grade 8.
No, I get it now.
Then I went back again and to my grade 9.
You came back to
in Bitiko Secondary.
Bitiko Secondary. That's where you completed your matric.
Yeah, that's where I completed my matric.
So like your stepfather, when did he pass on? Like were you like?
It was 2014. I was planning to go to varsity at that time.
Okay, by then you completed your matric.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was.
You were done with
I was done with.
Or you're planning to go to varsity?
Yeah, TUT. So I got a call while I was there, so I had to cancel everything. Then I had to come back home.
You were in TUT already?
No, I did apply, so it was just the registration part, the process that I have to complete there. So but I couldn't do it because I got a call the day after, because he didn't want me to go there. He said, if you go, then we are going to strike. So because he trusted me very well with like everything at home. Yeah, even though I have my brothers, but the way they treated me, because they say, each and every home there is this person who they know that this one can put our hope.
Yes. Parents will know that. Parents will know.
Trust as well.
But I'm a bit concerned about the relationship with your stepfather, as you are just calling stepfather, like you're saying. How was the relationship?
Yeah, the relationship was very good and healthy, because everything that he was doing, he wanted to show me like how things are done. Yeah, I think he was preparing me in a way that if he's not there, he knows that I'm there.
Yeah, he is.
But did you feel that part where you say he's a stepfather? Did you feel that part? Because now we are saying it because it's not your biological. We now know.
I like the fact that I like the fact that I said the word the stepfather, it's like someone who's taking a step of becoming a father. So of to someone who doesn't step in to someone who doesn't have a father. You understand? So that's why I said this. But the word father on its own, it says a lot. So I really understand what I'm saying, because I am experiencing that as well.
Can you explain more on that, experiencing that?
I am experiencing in a way that I have I'm taking part of becoming a father to a child where the father is not present. You understand?
So you have learned that. So it's in you now.
It's in me.
So you never felt the difference of saying a biological father and a stepfather. You never felt that.
Yeah, I never felt that.
Wow. Murid, you talked about this having a family where they favor one because of the behavior. So I get when you talked about it, it's because
that's why I'm Joseph. That's why I'm Joseph. Itumeleng, Joseph Duplessis, but I don't like to use Joseph. I like to use Itumeleng.
Itumeleng, But you don't love Joseph. It's nice.
No, the way you respond to Like as we speak to our viewers, we speak to people who will be watching, who are watching this. Then the way you respond as a young person, you respond to your father or to your mother or to your parents as commandment or to law. It will also determine the percentage of love that you will obtain in their heart. If you disobey them, it's very rare that you will find them loving you as much as they love the one who's obedient. So I hear him when he says that he was like the chosen one or the loved one amongst his brothers, because I believe the way he grew and then like being responsible young person, being obedient to his parents, I think that's the thing that led his stepfather to be able to, rather let me say his father, to be able to bring him closer and groom him, that even in my absence, I know you, I trust you too much that I know that you will take care of this family even in my absence. It's because of you cannot take what you call as someone who see that there is this one, he cannot even handle a single responsibility, and you say yes, I'm not saying you must neglect him, but you cannot try to groom him to become someone in your absence. It will be catastrophic. It will be something else.
But going back to our guest, because we've got different stories. When we tell them, people would be thinking we are lying, but then I'm happy that you've made it to this podcast, that you explain all these things. Let's take it back again. You had the relationship with your stepfather, as you are calling the father, who mentored you and everything. Do you remember any happy moments that you had with him, and whilst you are the one being loved more than the others?
I do. I do.
Share them with
Can
us.
you elaborate or share on that, like the happy moments that you're having with him, the things that you remember him, or the lessons, anything that you took out of him being there in your life? There are some things that we will take as we have people in our life. Like I can be with you as my friend, and then you suddenly pass by. Then as you're gone, then I will be like, okay, but I was with him. Okay, I've learned 1, 2, 3 from him. So that's what my colleague is asking, that if there are those happy moments and there are lessons that you have learned, if they may be so, what are those, like a moment or those memories?
And we don't take away the fact that you have learned as a man. That's why today you are saying I've got someone to look after, because I've trained. I've been trained. You understand? To be in that particular status. So that's why I'm saying you just reflect back. Maybe on that 3 years, because you've lost your biological father, that time maybe it was not convenient for you to experience that. Maybe let's just say that. And then you get that loss again. You are young, you did not understand, but then you are old, you understand now. Hence we need to flash back a bit and say you had your moments, so those are the moments we want to share. The moment that I had with my father, it was a happy moment whereby he was like showing me, or that in a way that I'm not there, this is what you should do. So I was like, why me? You understand? Like, why me out of all these people that So it made me to feel very great and to feel very proud. So because like I remember as well that there was a time they called me. They called me. They were from work. To show you that if your parents trust you, they trust you, bro. So they called me. They didn't have money for transport. By then I'm not working. Just doing my thing. You understand? But they really believe that this is the person who we can put our trust on. So at that time, they called me. Then I just get into the taxi. Then I said,
actually, firstly, I said to them, just wait for me. I think it was Boxer. Yeah, I remember it was this Boxer store. Yeah, I went to fetch them.
Okay.
Yeah, then I put them in a taxi. Then we came back home, and they were very happy and they were very proud. Another a moment that I know, there was a time when they tell me straight that we have put our hope on you because we can see how other siblings are doing things. We say we have put our hope and our trust in you because we can see that you are excelling there in school. You are the only one who's wise. You understand? Imagine if your parents are saying that to you. It's a blessing. So it makes you to feel very
special.
Very special and to feel very responsible.
To have a confidence.
So that really helped me to know that I have impact not only with my family but with the whole community, with the nation, like with South Africa as a whole. That I'm there to impact people's life. It's not all about me. It's not all about someone, but it's about the collectives.
The collectives,
about that people. There's always people that God will say, this is where you should change. So that's where I will focus and I will just wait upon the Lord. I like the quote that says wait upon the Lord. So I will just wait.
Murutu would relate to that.
Definitely.
Waiting, because sometimes people they are confusing themselves. Waiting and all those things, like wait patiently. So
now I wanted to ask you, like, concerning your stepfather to like passing on and all those kind of thing. I wanted to know, like, how did you find out? Like when they were breaking news to you, like what really happened, like to your stepfather, like as in like, were you home? Were you with him? Was he sick?
He was sick.
How did it go? Like,
he was sick. You know, I'm a strong man. He was sick.
Okay.
So by the time I was leaving, telling them that I need to go to university to do my studies. But then I wanted to do information technology there. Because I did my preparation first before doing the course.
So you've since loved computers.
I'm into tech. Actually, I'm into when it comes to tech, AI, and everything, fourth industrial revolution. That's my.
I love it. But continue.
Anything regarding technology. So then I remember it was late, around 4 o'clock. I told them that I'm going to Pretoria there to at least to find school so that I can complete my studies. So he didn't want me to go because that time he was sick. And people were there. I remember very well. They were preparing him to take him to the hospital. Like, it was not first time going there.
It was not first time.
So after he went there, actually before he went there, I was saying to him, I'm leaving, and he said, why are you leaving? Because now if you are leaving, we are going to suffer here.
We're going
to have problems here. So, but just go. So when I was going, Saturday they called me. I went there on Thursday. Saturday they called me. And they said, my brother called me. I want to. So my brother called me and said, time out. Then I wasn't well. I cried there when I was there. Then from there I had to tell people that I was with there, telling them things are not going. I need to go back. Then I came back home.
I need to get to a point where you cried. Where were you when you cried?
I was in Pretoria, like Harangua.
The place where was the place?
I was in the house.
In the house. So you were alone that time?
If I recall very well, because you know what, I don't want to confuse this story with the one for Bishop. There was this time, actually. There's a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot.
Bro.
And I believe that even Bishop, you loved him so much. The way I can see
the
even
way
the way
things
you
happen.
Yeah, I can see even the way you are saying that. I don't want to confuse it. It's like they were figures that they were like,
See what I love about Love Life and Stories, it's this. We've got a lot of stories, Kay. I tell you. And then when we lose people, we don't even keep record of people we have lost. So I just need to get to there's a moment, hence I want to get to the moment where Doctor, I love the Doctor part. I love it.
Dr.
Where,
Itu.
yes, Dr. Itu, where you were in the house, and then I'm also a bit concerned about the feeling when you get the call. What did you feel? What were you thinking? Because it's always the case. You get a call. Someone tells you now, okay, he's no more, she's no more. Right? It's easy for them to say, right? Did they know how you respond to a loss? Did they know? Like when they call, did they know, okay, you are strong, like you told us about being strong? I heard that phrase, right? He said, "I'm a very strong man."
I'm a strong man.
But you didn't know how you respond to loss, or were you just like, okay, they know this guy is very strong. I'll just tell him. Please, let's just get the news across.
Okay, I don't think they knew me, because I think I know myself better than anyone. You understand?
Yes, that's true.
So they just called me. You know how people believe beliefs about reporting bad news to people, that if we don't say it, something bad might happen to him, and that will be a sign that someone has passed on from home. You understand? So they wanted to give me news before something bad happened to me. Even though there was a sign.
Oh, you had signs?
Yeah, even though there was a sign.
What was it?
Because my cousin was fighting with someone. Oh. Someone wanted to fight me, and I was sleeping at that time. Yeah, I was sleeping by that time. So
they called you, or else you were like still asleep?
They called me in the morning.
And at that particular time also there was someone who was
at night people were fighting. So in the morning,
so that was the sign.
Then I got the sign. Okay,
this is what was about to happen.
These things are happening,
So now,
after getting the call, then I said, hey, I cried and cried, and they said, this guy lost a father. Or my cousin told his friend, so this guy lost his father, so this is what is happening. So
so like you coming like all the way from
in my mind,
like what was happening in your mind? Like were you anxious to get home? Like how were you like feeling? Like when were you like, did you believe them the time they were telling you, or like it's like you told yourself that no, I will see when I get home?
You know what I did, bro? I while I was crying, I was also thinking a way to wake a dead person.
Oh.
Yeah, I even went to Google to research how to wake a dead person.
Why was that the reason?
Because sometimes you will feel like it was not the right time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get your point.
There is a situation whereby you will feel like I think there is a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody might have just told me something wrong.
Yeah.
You understand. You find that there's this I don't know, should I call it a theory or a knowledge that comes like to understanding that people, before they actually declare the date or something like that, they just like the spirit, they depart from their body and is still somewhere in between the destination.
That's too deep.
It becomes in the middle. There's a destination, and the spirit will be still hovering for a certain period of time before it goes to its destination. We can say origin. So I think that's what maybe he was understanding, or maybe you might find that as we're saying, like that's the thing that I think that was what was in your mind. I remember also my mom's and the passing of my mom. There was something like that. Like there were elderly people or even people from the church, even the one that were around, they felt like it was not the right time for her to go. So they kept her for some time before they can even call the undertakers. They just kept her for some time.
Does it work sometimes? Does it work?
No, some people it works on them accordingly.
Some people they wake up emotionally. They wake up,
and they bring back bring them back at
they
home.
Don't bring them back.
They can't.
They know they kill them. It's clear. It's clear business.
It's a business.
They already reported there is someone there.
Yeah, but I've heard such story like especially in accidents. Yeah, when people get accidents and all those kind of things, some people they will not be like declared dead and all those kind of thing, and then you find that like you see that this person is not like responding, and you think the person is dead. Then they just maybe call the beloved one or so if they can't get anyone on the phone or to identify the person. The only place that they can take that person to it's a mushar. Then that's where they're gonna keep them, I think. And then if they feel like they're not gonna open, they will leave the thing as is. That's the story that I've heard. I'm not sure that it's true or whatsoever. Yeah.
But I'm also back to our guest again. I'm looking at you receive the news, you get people fighting, and while in the morning you get a call, and then you cry. They say men don't cry, you cried. And then, can I ask a question? Why did you cry?
Even when you are before I just go there, even when you are born, you are crying. So if I want to answer you in that way, whoever who has emotions, they have a way of expressing emotion.
Yes. So you had emotions.
Yeah, my emotion in that moment
led you to cry.
But I want to get the reasons, because it is someone who was taking care of you as a father figure, and then there must be something why particularly crying. So I wanted to get that when you go back, because there must be a mind where it says, I'm just remembering something. This cannot be. Hence you said you wanted to Google, right, and get the information of waking. There's a reason why you want to do that. Why would you want to do that?
As I said, I felt like it was not the right time for you.
Oh, it was not the right time.
Yeah, he wanted to get well. So he was sick. He was believing that he will be well.
Yeah.
So sometimes dying process, you will ask yourself some question that, especially at hospital, did they do the right thing, or did they just let the machine go off? Hence I was saying, I was thinking of waking up to asking what happened.
It is about life and stories as we continue with our guest today, and we reflect on the stories, we tell the stories, and remember that as a viewer at home and you are listening and watching at the same time, we are telling these stories, but we're giving the platform, and giving the platform, we also get the owners of these stories to be here. Okay, it's very important. It's very important for us to do this. We never get chances as we grow up to speak about the grievances we have. The guy is a man. I heard the word strong, and always when people hear the word strong, they would think when you are strong, you don't cry, you don't get hurt. So now we are experiencing now that today to say men also do cry when they are hit. You explained something, Dr. You said it's an example. It's a weird example, right? He said, come on, bruh. Like when you are born, you cry. So it's a practical example, right? But as much as it was a practical example, you watch now, he said, we've got emotions as humans.
Yes.
So that means Dr. Itu had emotions of a father. Hence, I was asking that question to say, what was going through their mind? Because, when you've lost a friend, you would remember some things that you did with your friend, right? You recall. That's why you cried. sometimes you don't cry. Like, okay, I'll just have to peg it somewhere. I don't know where. I'll peg it somewhere. Maybe after 3 months, 4 months, I'll cry. Right? But you do that now. You cry because it lets you to cry. But there's something. There's more to it than what we are thinking. People will tell you why I have cried. Even again, why haven't you cried? You understand? So those are the two questions. You'll be explaining at the same time crying. I'm crying because, the pillar of strength, but not just a pillar. I used to talk to him. We used to sit together. I used to borrow money. We used to smile. We used to laugh. So those are the things that we are reflecting on. Hence I'm asking, because it would be different from me to you. Dr. Itu would be saying, I've got a different feeling about crying for me. For me, it was just to let the emotions out. I was maybe scared. Were you? Because I wanted to also ask that question. Were you scared when you had the news? Or was it like, no, I don't believe it now, so I won't get scared for now because I'm strong, like you say?
By mentioning the word strong, I was referring to all the situation I've been through. You understand? Because I think if it was someone, I don't know if they will handle the way I handled it. It's not the only person. There are many people that I have lost that I had hope on them. I wanted to achieve certain things with them. You understand? So to my father, there are certain things that I wanted to make him proud while he was still alive.
What are those things?
Like graduating from Plessis, you see, from my studies, and making sure that I build my mother's house and all those things. You understand? So, but I really love that to each and everything there is time. So if God has set time for everyone to live or to rest, time is time.
No, I hear you.
We need to accept things that we cannot change.
Can you say that again? I love that phrase. In our Setsuan language, it's nice. Can you say that in English again?
We need to accept things that we cannot change.
Wonderful, thank you.
There are some things that you cannot change. You just need to accept them. So up to so far, like you said, you wanted to make them proud. How are you going about that? Even in their absence or in his absence, are you making him proud? Like in what way now? Because of, you said you wanted to graduate in school. You wanted to make sure that he's proud. Now, as he's passed on, you cannot shut your dreams because of his passing. But actually, you can still continue to live and hoping that the whole he's able to see and you have achieved what you have said before. So how are you far with your dreams and all the things that you wanted to make him proud?
What I love is that I'm still studying even now. I've graduated.
I love it.
That's wonderful.
With ECD of becoming a teacher. You understand?
Okay.
I've taught in schools. I resigned last month. I just resigned last month, but most of the things I wanted to achieve, I did. I've opened my business, registered my business. I've helped there at home, plastering, my mom, whatever that she needed. Time, helping my sisters, sometimes my brother and my younger brother. Even though my younger brother, the situation that he's facing now is not a good one. So, but each and everyone, we choose what kind of lifestyle we want. I cannot choose for him, or this is what you should do, but I can advise him, or you see what you are going through,
what your decision is, the choices that you have made, what have brought you to.
So I think I have achieved. But I'm still I never stop learning. I'm still studying. I'm still seeking for information. Even yesterday I was busy checking some courses. So I think I can do three courses, online courses at the same time.
I love it.
Yeah.
You see, the dream is continuing.
Yes.
And, I'll go back to Kay's questions always when you ask about these questions. I also remember it.
Where are you?
It's Women's Day.
Like, yeah, it is Women's Day today, the 9th of August. So, yeah, just let her be. Moruti, I'm sensing a lot of emotions even now. When I'm listening to Doctor, and I'm also watching. So those who are watching also would also feel the depth within what he's saying.
Yeah.
Remember, like I told you, they've been told by owners.
Yes.
So he owns the story. He knows the story.
Yeah.
So now it's like you are reflecting back of everything. It's not easy to reflect back, but today you are here so bold and strong again, and then you still continue to even learn, and you educate yourself, and then you remember home again. It's not everyone. People who forget even where they're coming from, because there are some more educated and so on. But have you ever felt the void? Right, like you feel like there's something that is missing. Have you ever felt that, especially after the period where you say, I've lost my father? Have you felt that?
I did. Even now, we need a father figure, like even now as we speak, because some of the things it needs like the father to stand bold and like the father's voice. But we have grown up like now. We have to take that part, like to fill that space that is missing. Missing. You understand? Yeah.
But the process of healing, I know it would be different. Yeah. How did you come to terms of healing, if there is such as healing?
Healing.
Yeah, like the process of healing.
Healing because of I was surrounded by Christians.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from Faith Temple and Ministry International. So they were very supportive, and so I couldn't like feel any void anymore, because they were there for me, you understand, supporting me, and because also I was like taking part in church or one other things there, church, so I couldn't feel any void anymore. But I just accepted.
Wow, wonderful.
Hence I said you must accept.
Yeah, accept what we cannot change. Right. So Moruti, I'm coming back to church, kind of a man for your life. You've had support from him. You've had the bond. Right? It was so confident that you wouldn't even shy away from it. You wouldn't be shying away from even telling people about him. Hence, I'm saying you get an opportunity today. You get to be next to him. What are the few ways that you would want to express or say?
Actually, what you are saying, if he could just resurrect.
Yeah. You see, these are the terms you speak with Moruti, you know.
You were to be resurrected, or bring him back to life, and sitting here as you are sitting next to me and having a conversation with him. What are the things that you will tell him?
I will tell him about like everything I went through when he was not there.
Okay.
Yeah, like all the challenges, and about my younger brother. You know, guys, having a younger brother who's into drugs is very stressing.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Yes, it is.
Like things are happening.
Yeah,
like so. Just tell him that to.
Maybe he can come and set him straight.
Yeah. Because what I like, life always someone will just show you. You keep on telling up until that person leaves. That's where now you will see, that person, whatever you are saying, it was true. So we are telling other like teenagers out there, like that time that God gave them, for them to respect their parents and to hear what their parents are saying, they should respect that time.
True.
So if we can just come and talk to him, that whatever you're doing is not. Look at Itumeleng where he is. Just make example with me. I'll also tell him this is what is happening. That needs you to address it. Because there are some situations where it needs him to address.
Exactly. Yes.
Me alone, I cannot, but I can be a peacemaker between two parties. But there is a situation that needs a father figure to.
Just put the foot down. So this is
I hear him when he says like he will want his father to set the younger brother straight. You know, there's this tendency of, as we grow together, being siblings and all those kind of a thing, whenever I will be the elderly one reprimanding you, you'll be like, I went on that thing. Like, you know, those kind of a thing. They take it to that point when you are trying to set him straight. That so it even tells you that there's a father figure that is needed, because of why I've reached a step whereby I'm reprimanding, but now here he says you cannot reprimand me beyond this, because at this stage I need a father. I don't need you. That's why I say when I want that, you are not my father. So it means he's telling you to back off. At this stage I need a father figure. I think it's one of the things that our community must look onto. Especially when a young person is telling when it means she's telling you now, I need someone who understands this situation more better. I need someone with love, more love. I don't need your love is limited. You have not yet reached a stage of being a mother. You wouldn't know. But if my mom was here, because she carried me for 9 months, she would understand what is happening. I think that's a way by
Amen.
now.
Fullis, I love it. Amen. Fullis. But do you think in any way that you being Christian or in a church kind of a format helped you to heal?
Yeah, it has played a major role in my life. Being a Christian, it really sharpen your morals. It helps you to know how to sense, you understand, and to on how you deal with things like in life as a whole. So teaches you principles. Becoming a Christian.
Dr. Itu, I heard you saying you've lost a lot of people in your life. Why are you guys laughing?
No, like the way he say, like he's going, it's like you know where the danger is.
So you lost other people after you lost your parents. Who did you lose?
I lost my aunt, and she was very close to me. I've lost my uncle. I have lost my uncle and my uncle too. I don't know the one that is the one that is older than that is older to your father.
Yes.
It's a grand uncle. Also, I've lost him. So I've lost. I've lost Bishop.
Who is Bishop?
Bishop Musala. So I was the first person to receive the call. They called me, but the way they described me, they did not describe well. They said the white person, the man is with BMW here, there. So they didn't explain well. Then they called the second person. The second person, that's why she told me, no, it was Bishop. So, I didn't know.
Also, in his passing, so they reached out to you, and then the passing, where did it happen? Like when he passed on, where did it happen? Like let's say for instance, maybe someone been sick, and then obviously I wouldn't take it that he was sick the time he passed on, because he was being described by someone else. If he was sick, he would be home, and then there wouldn't be necessity for them to describe him. So it means it was somewhere else. Maybe it might be in town. Maybe he collapsed, and they called to find out kind of like what you call identity, like to find out, like, do you know a certain person like this one? He has passed on. So I think when they were calling you, they were like, I wanted to, like, this person, do you know him? You understand? So the thing is that I think my colleague wants to understand that as who is Bishop and how did he pass on? Like, was it like accident? Was it like did he collapse or what was happening? And then all those kind of things. And like the like the, how can I put it? Or what did, like, he, like the thing that he did in your life, or like the role that he played in your life, I can put it that way. The role that he played in your life. We just, because of we hear that you are talking about, we just want that those people that you know, that these ones are people that I could not leave, or they've made a mark in my life. This one, if they passed on, the word will be too much. You know, there are people that this one can pass, like my uncle can pass, because he's part of family. I will feel sad.
That's true.
But there are those ones that when they pass in the family, my friend, all hell break loose.
But it do be something bad to say somebody have maybe passed on at home and I wouldn't be feeling anything. We are different beings. At the same time, being different, we are all allowed to mourn differently. So be it our because I'm taking something from Dr. Itu again. He's also spiritual. You can see that. So he says church played a big part in me healing. So now that means there's a process where he say, I have been part of the church and it helped me to also understand death, understand how to also grieve. So that is why now maybe the concern from came to say, I need that one of Bishop. You know why? It's because we are hearing you saying church this, that, church this. So we want to understand Bishop, because in this sense, someone who not understand. Why not understanding is because for him, when it comes to Christianity, comes to spirituality, it's big. Hence, maybe we are coming to that question of Bishop. How did it happen? Your relationship with him, the significance of having Bishop on your life. So those kind of things. Yes. So we are there again just to get the story behind the Bishop's passing and the impact he had on your life.
Played, So Bishop Joseph Musala, he played a very important role in my life, because he was the one also who was like helped me to develop my career as well. Remember he used to call me and say, Itu, can you do this? And when I say no to him, he said, don't tell me no, I'm calling you because I believe you can do it. So because I was not that much into graphic designing, so he's the one who fueled that so that I can start design and do all those things. Because I was good with technical when it comes to electronics and all those stuff. So when he started school, he called me to recommend the computer that he can use for his school, like at the office and his office also, like the reception and the office. I went with him in Joburg, I remember. I went there 2011, and 2010 I was visiting. 2011 I was a full member there. Then 2011, that's where he noticed me. Then he said, no, this guy, you must make sure that you take care of him. So he really believed in me. Even when I leave, I say, I'm going somewhere, he didn't want me to leave. So I had to call and say, where I'm going, they really need me. So that time, before he got an accident, I went to Pretoria, Garankuwa again. This time I was looking for work.
Oh, you were looking for your work.
So something happened again. My cousin got arrested. And by that time, I was wearing a jacket, and that jacket has money there. And my cousin, he went to prison with my jacket.
With the money.
Yeah, with the money. So I had to wait for my money from so that I can come
You were
back.
not sure if you got the money back. You were not sure to get the money back.
But he was waiting for the money.
So now, you said you went to Haranku again. They called you
to Haranku.
No, they called you.
My brother again.
Your brother again. Telling you about Bishop. My friend.
Same thing.
You must never go back.
So going there.
Yeah, I will go with my friend. You must. I think that you are not destined for that place.
You see, you know, when you want to do something, the devils know where to knock you off. Yeah. He knows where to knock you off so that you can just sit. He will know how to energize you. So I think that's where the devil, every time I want to do something, he will scare you and say,
this one he wants to.
Because he knows that you are going to do something that is very massive.
So how did it take you when you heard, when the news was broken to you that
there I was crying because I was alone in the house, like screaming, like people from the street who are passing from the street, they could hear they could hear that there is someone crying there.
It means you get it.
And I was alone there. Some situations, bro, it will separate you and put you alone there. In life, it will separate and put you alone. I was alone. My cousin was not there. No one was checking. It's only his friend was checking me at night and say we went. But I was alone in the house that I don't know.
That's why at the beginning you said you don't want to mix the event.
I don't want to mix the event.
Because the event happened whereas you were in the same place. Oh no, now I understand that why you said no, I don't want to mix this because of with Bishop. Now the story it's making.
Bishop is 2016, my father is 24.
And then you are in Haranku. And then it's your brother again who called you. It's the same, it's like it's a similar event. Next time when you go to Haranku, I'll advise you that when you see your brother's call, you must know that things are not alright.
Maybe I should switch off my
But as you move along, Dr. Idu, because we are also putting dots together here to say, it might be the same because we've been with the story with you now. And then let's just a bit fast forward.
Yes.
You heard the news and you cried again because for you crying it also helps you, right?
But this time he said he was screaming. It means this time it hit.
Because now I'm a bit concerned about the crying part. Hence I'm trying to get the feeling of crying too loud in a sense that I've lost something. You losing that something. How much did it mean to you that much that you would even scream to a point where you say, I need to be lonely, I need to be alone that time?
As I was saying, some things happen unexpected. So when those news gets into you, bro, it breaks you. So that's how those news breaks me, you understand? Breaks me to a point that I have to cry in order for me to heal. So I think crying is a part of healing. Because if you don't cry, I've been in a situation whereby I don't cry, and now I've experienced it of why if you behave like you are a strong man, Iron Man, let me not say strong man.
When you behave like you're an Iron Man,
superhero, don't cry. At the end, bro, it will affect you.
It will affect you.
You experience depression, serious depression.
But did you attend the funeral and then?
I did.
But during the process of the funeral and then after the funeral, how was it after? Then the acceptance. I want to also understand this, the part where you have to accept. For you, I got the first story. You said, I had to accept what I cannot change. Did you get to be forced again to accept again that you cannot change?
Yeah, we did. And the things that makes me to worry much about that is that he wanted us to do certain things.
Okay.
We planned with him to do certain things because he really believed in us when it comes to evangelism. Yeah, he trusted us with evangelism, and the youth as well. At church, he trusted us. He was the only one that we can talk to regarding.
Oh yeah,
but now because he's not there, it's not easy for us to went to the person that you feel that if I tell this person is going to say this, but if it was Bishop will understand better. Yeah, so because it's not the people who don't understand, we understood his mission and vision about the task that he gave us of evangelizing the goal, preaching the word there.
So it means you like you went to a point whereby you and Bishop were getting along, you clicked. You clicked to a point whereby we can say it was someone who you talk to when you have a problem, maybe in church, maybe like in life. Then it's a person that you are like, you will be able to talk to him and he will be able to understand you. That's I think that's what I've heard you saying that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So like at the first time the heat came, it broke you a little bit. They said your father has passed on. Then he like now the wall is cracked. Now the second time on the same situation, there's another heat that is coming again. Remember the wall is cracked now. It heats. Now as after
now it's called mass distraction.
Now there's no longer a wall that is left. So now how do you come back from that? Like how do you come back from that? Like
I love it because the part where you recover, the recovery part of it.
Yeah, the recovery part of it.
Yes.
Because at the first time I believe that he said the church helped him.
Yeah.
Now with Bishop, because the Bishop is the leader of the church.
Yes.
Now how do you recover now? Because even the church, I think every member in the church now
some
like
churches when it's like that,
Yeah,
people
they
will leave the church. Yes.
Some they did left.
they did left.
Yeah.
So like the rest that you were left, how did you manage to heal from there?
With them, because of we were together the church, we were one family. We are still one family, and we were supporting each other, and then we were doing what Bishop wanted us to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how we managed. And you know, when there's a prayer, bro, you get your healing. But it takes time. You cannot expect your healing to happen instantly. So
yes.
So it takes time, and you need to be very patient with that. So we became very patient up until the accepting process come to.
As we continue with the life and stories, and Dr. Itu being our guest today, Dr. Itu, coming back to you again, you guys, Christians, and when I say guys, I mean Murutu also, because. And then I'm just hoping.
Why? It's like you're excluding K.
No, I'm coming back to. I'm looking at K. So I was coming to K. So
Yes.
I don't know. He's just too.
You're
far.
hoping what? What are you hoping for me?
No, I'm saying because the bishop was almost his spiritual father in that sense, right? To Dr. Itu.
Yeah.
Now, do you, in any sense, in any way, remember some of the preachings that you say, even today, you say, people won't understand, but this one, I would understand the scripture of where it was coming from and then where it's going. Do you remember any? Because maybe those might be the achievements, the great moments you had. Because when it comes to moments as compared to the other people, it wouldn't be the same as Bishop. For Bishop, it would be something very spiritual in that sense, because you are Christians. It would be verses, it would be teachings. Something of that sort, right? Hence, I want to go back to it to say, do you remember any to say, no, this one, even now I live with it?
I do. I remember he once said, the arrow of the Lord seems to tarry, but when it strikes, it strikes right on time. Wow.
Explain that more. That is Portuguese in.
Yeah, yes. Actually, he was talking about God's timing.
Wow. Okay.
God's time is always right.
Oh yes.
Yeah, God's time cannot come in a wrong way. But sometimes we might think that God is delaying. But when God approves things, it happens. Like people will be amazed. It will be like a miracle.
You see, this is deep.
Yeah, this is. I think also, like, I will ask, like, with all that is happening in our country, people smoking, whatever that they're smoking, people partying, people drinking, everything that is happening. Would you say, like, the church played a role in your life, that it even preserved you from going astray? We are not saying those people are. You understand? But like, it preserved you to become a young and responsible man today. Would you say or elaborate on something like that, like what the church played, the role that the church played in your life? Yes, even like I could hear that you said on your father's passing, the church played the role. In Bishop's passing, the church played the role. But in your life in general, like the church, the role that the church played.
But again, who played the role on bishops now? Because in the time when you lost your father, the church played the role. But it comes back to say, you've talked about the role players, right? Like you are saying now. Who played the part now in this one? Because this one is a spiritual father. In a sense, you are expecting, I don't know, Mudimu to help in that sense. You understand? Because humans cannot be, taking part, like you had lost your father and then you thought the church members, brothers and sisters, will help me in terms of going through this.
He was too spiritual. Bishop was too spiritual. So we might say the spiritual father, but I'm not quite sure about the spiritual. I only know Bishop.
Okay.
Yeah, and how he do things, he was governed by the principle. He was believing in God.
Yeah.
Like, he was having a great networking. He was also a missionary. So your work will follow you.
They will speak for you.
They will speak for you.
So where did you get comfort? Maybe to just make it simple. I know for church members, they need to get closer. They need to get maybe they are being motivated by the verses also, or they believe also to say we will someday we'll die. Am I right? You will get those kind of verses where you say we've got to believe that someday we'll have to die. Right? How did you get comfort in that?
I was talking about time. When time for you to heal has completed, that's where you know comfort. You get it through patience. So if you are not patient enough to get your healing, you will think that you have healed, and only to find out that you are not. But when you go according to God's timing for you to heal, then you will heal. I remember there was a time I was going through depression, and then I could not sleep. I couldn't sleep. It was affecting me at my workplace. It was affecting my work flow or what. So because there I was saying I'm strong. I've lost Bishop. I've lost my aunt. I've lost my father. So now I think I
can stay.
So those things of saying I'm strong, this time I'm not gonna cry. So it ends up hitting back. So there was a time where I felt like the world, like everyone.
Okay, yes, sir. Dear, I hear you when you're saying like there was a time in your life where you felt like everyone has left you, where you were depressed because you never cried on that instant moment, or like whatever that happened, and then you said, no, this one I'm not gonna cry. What is it that happened and you said, here I'm not gonna cry?
Oh, I lost someone. You understand? I lost someone. Actually, let's say I lost a life partner.
Okay.
That I planned I wanted to marry.
Okay.
And I lost twins.
Sorry, man.
Twins.
I lost a partner with twins. Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah. So that time I said I'm going to be strong. But hey, bro, you know that time, my equipment got stolen.
Your equipment.
That time when I went to the graveyard. When I went to the graveyard, I got my equipment were there. I was living with that person.
Okay.
So when I went there, then when I get
at the burial,
when I came back,
okay,
they said, "Yo, do you know that they took 1, 2, 3?" I said, "No." You took your camera, they took what? They took a hard drive, they took what?
It means you losing a wife. You can put it that way.
Twins.
Losing twins.
And
whereas you are in a process of burying them. Someone comes and steal your equipment.
No man, that was a blow.
So people they will need to be aware and very careful of that, especially where there is funeral. You must know that there are people who come with
bad intentions.
Yeah, they will steal. They will steal there, and you will suspect the wrong person. So you families end up fighting, of which is wrong. So.
I now understand why you saying you're strong, because
Hey, my guy.
I still don't get it. Like, I thought people are losing people.
I'm puzzled. I'm lost. Like,
No, I thought people are losing people, but okay, this one.
This one is too.
How do you come out? Like, I don't know. Muruti help me because okay, it's not possible, ne? It's not. You go to the cemetery whilst you are there, things got stolen. When you come back, you are shattered. You get shattered again on shut.
On top of shatter.
What do we call it?
It's shattering.
That's why I now I come to understand when you say he felt depressed. He felt like
you need to
everyone left. Or like I come to a sense or to understand that how he was feeling. Imagine how did they break the news to him that your wife is no more, even your children are no more, and then as you're trying to accept that they are no more, and then now there come another one, he steals everything from you. So how can you try to take us through the story of that losing your life partner? Yeah, your life partner. Yeah.
Yeah, the life partner, she was pregnant with twins. Yeah, they were females.
Okay.
I remember we named them Amogelang and Agana. Yeah.
Beautiful names.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they were beautiful names. Yeah, indeed, yes.
But what inspired that? It's nice. The names.
Because I was saying to her, they are boys, and she said, "Oh, they are girls." I said, "No, they are boys." You understand? By then, she didn't want to do sauna.
Yeah.
So we were just arguing and said, "Okay, if we were to give them name, let me hear yours." She gave me that, then we stick to that. But
okay.
Yeah, I want to find out that things will happen.
No, I want to get something.
Yeah,
so if it was boys, you had to name them. So it's girls. So it's from the
the mother.
Oh, okay.
But
So
I didn't get a chance to name them because he was
okay.
Already.
a woman.
No, she was a lovely partner indeed.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and she was like going through some complications
During the pregnancy.
Yeah, during pregnancy stage. So, and then as I asked to cut the long story short, as I asked at hospital before I get the news, they said, "No, this person, we need to get rid of these twins." She refused. She said, "No, I want twins. I want to keep them." So. Second complication is the water breaks.
Okay. How far is she now?
She was 5 months. Then I need to take her to JST at that time. Then they wanted to take the twins out. They said they are waiting for a gynecologist to come. The gynecologist came and she said, "No, we need to take them out."
Yes.
After they did that, the mistake was there was a vein that they by mistake they did cut, and then they put everything back without noticing. Then they wanted to give her blood, so because that vein was
It's not running.
yeah, so the blood was just she couldn't get the strength I wanted. We lost her.
So when they take out the twins, are the twins still alive or?
They were alive for 5 minutes because according to how they say, the lungs were not good for that environment.
Oh, but they're still young, yes.
Yeah, eh?
It's a sad story.
Yeah.
You see, for someone who's now standing, let's just call it standing now.
Yeah.
To be here, it's a lot.
It's a lot. You can say it's a miracle.
And for some people, you would be saying depression. Now I understand why depression.
Because I was taking that light,
Yeah.
I was taking that light. I know, man, I will be fine. So only to find out that when they leave me in that house, when they left me in that house, actually, they went somewhere. They were having another funeral. I was in that house. I remember that night I wanted to commit suicide. I lost a wife, I lost twins, I lost equipment, their projects of unfinished project, bro. Where do you
for clients?
Yeah, for clients. And then, hey, bro, thinking about the plans we had. So I remember I posted that this war is not for me anymore. Then I was looking for a rope to hang myself, and then I got a call. My parent called me, and the person that I'm living with now, who is my partner, she also called and said, "You cannot do that. I'd rather come and live with me because I'm going through that as well." Wow. Yeah. So. Yeah, because I remember also I was thinking of taking like drugs. So people, they don't understand. People who are going through depression, they are going
through a lot.
They are going through. Some they will just express that through social media. We should not take them for granted, thinking that they want our attention. They are really in a serious mess, like serious depression. So I've been there. It has affected me. I think I'm trying to recover even now as we speak from that, because that was a total mass distraction.
It was a mass distraction. Yes.
Completely.
Yeah, because, but I have learned something recently. That sometimes a shepherd. I will take it as God. If He wants you on a right path, He will make something to happen so that you can learn, so that you not do it. Let's say there is a sheep. A shepherd doesn't want that sheep to go and graze or feed somewhere under the field. The shepherd will do, because the shepherd knows very well that there are wolves there. The shepherd sometimes will break or make a harm into the sheep leg so that it cannot walk properly. So when the sheep think of I need to be close to the shepherd so that whatever that will happen, because I cannot run well, so I will be safe. So some things will happen in our life whereby we are not with the shepherd, we are not with God, we are far away from God. And things happen, things harm us because we are far away. But if we are close to God, we know even if when you are broken, when we are close to God, when you are broken, you are safe. But when you are broken and not close to God, you can die. You will die anytime. You can even kill yourself. That's why some people are committing suicide.
Yeah, I must say you are very strong, Dr. Duma. I think this is one of the moments where you are shattered at the same time. You would say, people, it's not what you think. I'm fine. We love this word fine, right? And when it is spoken, it's like everything, it's okay, right? Until when you sit down and think, we reflect on everything that happened, and it's I'm also worried, Kay, to say this question. for doctors to say, did you get any help? Did you try and get any? Because I know you are Christian, and believe me, it helps him a lot. A lot. It helps him because I hear every time you say, I wanted to hem myself. It's always I wanted this in the past. Now because we are with you now, you are nice. So it's past tense now. But there was something that kept you, and then like you are having your own God that helps you. Every time that you are taking any decision, you want to take any decision, a wrong decision, something comes up. I heard you. You said I wanted to take a rope and hang myself, but I got a call from parents. That's what you said. You got a call from parents. So the parents like they rescued you, and you said like the lady who I'm saying with now, she also called to say, please don't do that. I'm also in the same situation. Can't we be together? Now this is why I gave the word mass distraction. The lady is saying, I've got the same situation that you have, so please let's come together and the same. So it becomes even more dangerous because you guys are saying I've experienced this and I'm also having the same experience. So we put those experiences together. Hence I'm asking this question: did you get any help apart from being a prayer warrior? Maybe in this instance, because maybe somehow you kneel down and say, God, like you said maybe this world is not for me because all this thing happens at once, and then when I'm trying to heal in the process, somehow it gets blocked by who I don't know. Right?
Yeah. This the helping part. I remember I went to farms to see a psychologist for counseling.
Yeah.
I only went one session because knowing too much sometimes, guys, knowing too much information. You think that whatever that they are telling me,
it's not for me.
You will feel like that. People will call you and say to you, you need to pray, you need to fast. You ask yourself, why are they not doing that for me? Why are they telling me to do? Where am I going to get strength to do that? So hence I say sometimes knowing too much. I just went once. I wanted to go for the second time. I couldn't go because things will happen whereby they say come 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock when I got there, they have closed. They have their session there. So I said, this is not for me. Let me leave it. So now I've went for counseling. So people who are in depression, they need to go for counseling because I wanted them to give me the right medication so that I can, like, my body can get back to the normal mode.
I am worried about the healing process because he even says, you go back to Bishop and saying, you heard him saying, I'm also even now not recovering well after Bishop's. But now again, because personally you had your wife to be with your children, it's yours, biological children, waiting, you even gave the name, so everything is just set, it's ready to be rolled in that sense.
I was there. I went to the mortuary to see her. I was organizing everything. As I was mentioning the strong man and the
my guy,
but the picture never goes.
So I think God was preparing me in case if there is someone who's going through that situation. It will be easy for me to relate.
It will be easy for you to relate and to talk to them that taking your life is not the solution.
I remember I got courage from someone. This woman. Sorry, I forgot the name. But I think can be mentioned there. There was a time this woman, they came to me because they were clients who were looking for that. They came and prayed for me and they said, well, you are asking yourself, or you have went through, I see you are explaining that, but you must know this way, at least it made me better. You understand? It made me better in a way that I'm still feeling very good now. She said to me, you know that God trusted you with that situation. You are the only one in the whole world whom God has trusted you with that situation of losing someone. There could not be anyone available. It was only you. That's why God picked you.
God picked you.
So you cannot, you cannot ask God why.
Yeah.
Question.
Don't ask questions.
Why this is happening to me? Why me? That you cannot ask. You have to ask for the strength from God.
Yeah, this one it's a hectic one, eh?
It's not easy to digest.
Yeah, it's not easy to digest. Maka, I would give you this one. I'll give it to you. You are indeed a very strong man. Young people or a young man that are coming today, they can look up to you. That even after you have went through, you still stand.
You still stand even today.
You know, you a person just losing a life partner, the person will go crazy. The person will go
for a very long time. Very long time.
Like last time I was talking to then this other woman, and he was telling me that you know, I saw a certain scenario whereby a man went to what you call a hospital with a woman. Then the woman was pregnant. And then as the woman was pregnant, they called him the following day or some days after, few days, to come and collect only clothes. So I was like, imagine, like, you are expecting to go and collect your wife, your woman, your child, and what you go there to collect, it's only clothes. So
because at first I was not thinking that would end as being strong again, but it comes back again to say, really, it's true. We do have strong people. Not me. No, not me.
That was not for you.
No, that one. I don't think that. You know, when you talk of depression, like he said, people take it so light, so light that everyone would think no. They talk about depression. It's something very, very light that you can just come out of it. He talked about people resorting to drugs, people resorting to alcohol, people killing themselves. People kill themselves. It's possible. People, they do suicide, and then it's not a joke. People, when they're at the tip of depression, not just deep into it, they kill themselves just because of that. And then you are so brave enough to become here in Life and Stories Network. So we are appreciative of that. Murudi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the stories being told by owners. I'm thankful that today we get to experience a young man. You look at him now in the screen, you can see we are talking of a very young man. We are so surprised, in a sense, of the guy standing even today after everything you talked about. And then when you talk about this event today, it's so smiley. It's like we are happy about it because we laugh. But Muruti, it's a paramount evident that God is good all the time. Because when you hear Dr. Dudu, he'll always refer to God. Refer to if it wasn't of the brothers and sisters. You understand? Hence I was asking about the verses as well. So we are closing off with a very high note that God it's available, and to those who are saying God come in and make peace, because he made peace with everything that happens. Like now it's like it's a story, yes, but he made peace because he's been to the institutions where, like an example of farms and say I've been there one session, and then I would go back and say no, I wouldn't even go back there. But the story is I'm still standing even today. I did not even go to the small classes to get clarity, get healing, get the pills like you are saying. But to people who are also watching, it's such a milestone.
It's a milestone indeed.
It's a milestone.
Indeed. I think we'll just arrange for maybe a second episode of this, and then Itu can elaborate more. I believe that there are young people at home who would want to, just like they can take him as a role model, someone they look up to, that he managed to come out of that situation. I've lost only a mother and a parent.
Yeah.
No, I mean a mother and also let's say maybe a life partner, but not kids or children.
Yes.
But as for DR, he has lost fathers, he has lost mentors, he has lost, but he managed. So probably they can even reach out to him and say, how did you come about it? How did you reach there? So I believe that even in the next episode, then we can talk to DR. If people were to find you, be it in business, be it in personal, how people do reach you, where they can reach you, like social media platforms, contact wise, how can they be able to reach you if you were to be reached?
I'm available on all platforms, and you can even check TikTok, because TikTok is the tool that is very trending at the moment.
Yes, sir.
Fast approachable.
My TikTok, I call myself DubSA 91, and then on Facebook is Itumeleng Joseph Plessis. I guess funny say I guess was change anyway. So and then on Twitter you can check Dub-E2 and Instagram Dub-E2. At the moment I cannot give away my numbers, but if they can check those social media platforms, then I can respond to them.
Lovely man, thank you very much for coming to the podcast. It's about Life and Stories Network, and then we are thankful for that. May the good Lord richly bless you on believing in him, because you are here because of him. And then I love the fact that Christianity somehow, or a belief, just to say, it somehow helps others. So for others it wouldn't be a story. It would be saying, okay, I asked God but didn't even respond. But we are saying today, let's just accept things that as they are, as we cannot change them. So we are thankful of that. Murud, thank you very much. Kay, thank you very much. Kay, hi.
Hello. Until the next episode, this is Bye-bye from Kay.
Thank you very much from Amulanda John Pella MJP. Thank you very much.
We check out the Smruti, then we are out.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Peace.